Hello everybody, good morning. As I said on Monday, I've been going across to Stanford, or Mariette and I have been going across to Stanford every Tuesday evening. I have the privilege of leading a small home group there. And we've had a lot of we've had many discussions on what it is to be a church, especially a very small church in Stanford. I don't know if there is a huge amount of church activity as we kind of come to know that. But what I do know is that the Christians take their faith seriously. And whilst it may not be a case of, going to church and church buildings and running churches, it's all about being the church, about honoring God, about bearing a Christian witness in that little town, about giving voice to your faith in actions of kindness. And I have put it to them, and they have responded wonderfully, that if we want to know what it is to be Christian men and women, and what it is that God asks of us, what does it mean to be a follower of Jesus, if we want to discover, as I said on Monday, the essence and the lifeblood and the beating heart of authentic, ancient and living Christianity, then we need look no further than the Beatitudes, die Saligspreuke. You'll find them in Matthew chapter 5. So let's not lose sight of this as we think about them, that this is what it is to be a Christian. This is what Jesus asks of his disciples, men and women, boys and girls, if they would be his followers. Imagine Christian communities who lived out those wonderful qualities, and you can read them there in the opening verses of Matthew 5. Today, think very quickly and briefly of the words of Jesus. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they will be filled. Big words in that statement. Bring them down to our everyday language. How blessed are those who hunger or long to see right prevail. I guess it's so easy in this world to close our eyes, to turn a blind eye to things that are not right. Perhaps we see an injustice and we just, it's too much trouble. Jesus is saying it's like a hunger, it's like a thirst. It's something that kind of can overtake us at times. We long to see the right and goodness prevail. And we don't have to look very far around us to see for ourselves where right and goodness does not prevail. Let's not be people who keep quiet. You remember those words written by Pastor Niemöller, who was a German pastor in the time of Hitler. And I don't have the exact words, but Niemöller was put in jail because of his protests against what was happening in Germany. And he wrote words along these lines, they came first for the communists. And I wasn't a communist, so I didn't say anything. Then they came for the Catholics, and I wasn't a Catholic, so I didn't say anything. Then they came for the trade unionists, but I wasn't a trade unionist, so I said nothing. And then they came for me, and by that time, there was no one left to speak up for me. I guess we can, if we are followers of Jesus, give voice to a longing to see right prevail. It would help you to know that other people have your back. Do you have their backs in turn? And not always the people who you like, but just coming alongside of those who need your support. How blessed are those who long to see right prevail. God be with you.